Alright, wanted to kind of show how to pop these bad boys out just like that. Maybe find a better tool than this. A second ago, this thing just, I literally lost these blue things off it, but yeah, pull this bad boy out. And self-disconnected. Cool. And then, this one doesn't have very much space, but bam! Something's been living in there. To clean that out. You know, or not. I kind of don't care if it's as long as it's, ugh, gross. First thing you want to do is take your wire strippers, use a sharp end right on the inside. Cut it right off. It's going to expose these other 3 wires. So I don't want to focus. What you're going to do is you're going to strip this back, and then you're going to strip each one of these 3. You're going to take your light, whatever one you're using. In this case, they don't really line up color-wise, but you'd still want to do what I'm going to show you, which is to strip all 3 of these, strip all 3 of those, go turn the lights on in the truck with it connected, and then simply just touch them and figure out which goes to which. And you're going to use watertight solders. Connect them. Bada bang. Let me see if I can film this. So, you can maybe grate your white on white. Alright, there's the turn. So it's gonna be, oh, don't let the spirits out. Alright, got them wired up. Ain't pretty, but she'll work. I'll go over how to do that on the next one. Just want to make sure everything's gonna work. This is a cheap set of tail light for the rear. Got it on Amazon. I think it was like freaking like 20 bucks for all 4. Sorry about my trailer wall. Yeah, it was like dirt cheap, and so I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna be using this trailer. This trailer is like, as you can tell, it's junk. I mean, it is not nice, but it was $750. So, you know, for that, throw some taillights on that kind of work. I just switched these out. Can't really get them to sit in there right, but $750 with decent tires, brakes. I bet with a little bit of work, I could get it road legal. Like, oh, sweet. Just had to rewire that too. These little heat shrink solder bits, I'm gonna show you how they work in a second, but basically all you do is you take, you know, you take a piece of wire, hold on a second. Take a piece of wire, make sure it's kind of twirled to where you can get it on. You're gonna put it on, all right. Sorry, I'm trying to film with one hand. Then you're gonna take your other one and you're gonna twirl it around like so. Then you're gonna take this very carefully. If I picked the right size, I don't know if I did. You're gonna slide it over until the solder is right in the middle. And then you take a heat gun or one of these. It's kind of like a little mini torch. You're gonna fill it up. So anyway, you can go across and very careful. These are kind of dangerous for this because I've many times burnt through it, and then I have to redo the whole connection. And sometimes when you're working with, dang, am I out of butane? If you're gonna buy one of these, make sure you buy extra butane. You can refill it at the bottom there. It's pretty handy. Yeah, I got this probably from like Harbor Freight for, you know, it is like 10 bucks or something. But yeah, right there. So I should be using my heat gun, but yeah, you're just gonna go until, hold on a second. You're gonna go, got my generator here. First day using it because someone stole my last one. Hopefully you can hear me. You got your, again, you know, Harbor Freight. I got this for free with a toolbox, so. And really get her on there. It's not really like how I'd be doing it, but you know, I mean, this is literally just one piece of wire. It's doing nothing. you just go, you'd be going from underneath, try to get it very even. Outside today here, it's kind of windy in Indiana, so a little tougher. You want to go kind of until that center solder, you can see it start to, yeah, it starts to form, meaning it's melting in on the inside. So bada bing, call it good. Right there, look at that. Beautiful. So right there, that's gonna be waterproof. And it's just gonna be a good connection overall. They cool down really, you know, pretty quick, honestly, but right there, you can, yeah, you need a lot of stuff with these little things, and they're super handy. I've done the crimp connectors before, like where you crimp on, like over the wire, like it's got a little extra blue piece, crimp on, but those things are not really waterproof. I did the whole side of my semi with some marker lights, and they all corroded out. So now I'm having to go through and redo them with these bad boys. Do it right. So as far as putting these in place, all I did was I took a drill bit, kind of marked it out, put a pilot hole a little smaller than this thing, and then if you get from Home Depot or somewhere, these self-tapping bolts, you know, you kind of line it somewhat up right here. These things are all over my truck. I use this for absolutely everything, and thus I bought or acquired, I don't even know how I got this thing. This is like it's a bit that goes in the drill, and it fits perfectly, so you can screw it in, screw it out real fast. And yeah, I mean, I've used it on everything. Anyway, I'm sorry. So get it close, because you're gonna have to make sure it circles in. I got it too tight. Make sure it gets in there, and then I'm just gonna mark some pilot holes, whatever size I just used, and then put those in there. Bada bang, no one can steal them real easy. Like these right here, you know, like if you really wanted to, some guy could just come up and kind of beat him out. I mean, that's literally how I got this one out. So, but yeah, look at the difference between this bad boy, and that's not moving, but and that. Okay, maybe minimal difference, but yeah, it's not really big of a deal. But you know, stuff was cheap, so I don't really care. If you're really interested, I'm gonna have that in the description. I don't really know why you would be. I'm kidding. I mean, it looks cool to me. LED is always better. Same with these things compared to the dull halogen before. Okay, I misspoke in my last video. You don't really need to pilot hold these. I mean, like, they'll go in without it. That's the entire point. I was like thinking, I was like, oh, people are gonna destroy me. They're like, these are self-tapping for a reason. Yeah, they are. They really are self-tapping. So in theory, you know, plug it right in. The only thing is, like, you know, for example, on this one, I didn't pilot hole it. I just drilled it in, you know, and look where it is. It's kind of off center, and it's not really sitting in the right. So pilot hole just, you know, makes it a little cleaner, but I mean, I'm not putting it on the world's most beautiful surface here, so it don't really matter. So yeah, plans for this thing, I'm really not sure yet. Every time I come to it, I spot new things that make me, you know, like that thing. Those beams are just gone. You can go up to them and like take a broom or something and just move them back and forth. They're not even doing anything, but for now I'm gonna be using it as a storage unit. Like today I'm about to go take it to my storage unit, back into it, put everything out. Yeah, like for example, I park on this lot, pay to park on this lot, and I pay 35 bucks for this trailer to park here. Right now I'm paying $100 for a 10 by 30 storage unit. You know, insurance, just liability for this thing. Well, just say full coverage is 70 bucks. So 70 bucks plus 30 bucks, it's 100 bucks, except I have this thing that, you know, I can use for, it's technically it's 9 by 53 foot of storage. Mostly waterproof, I would, you can see I got a little patching to do over there, but if I put stuff in the middle, it'll be fine. So, yeah, in case you're wondering why I have this junk trailer. This one's nicer though. This one's my This one's my baby. I don't really ever use it because I do power only, almost exclusively. So it's a decent trailer today. I switch trailers every day, run around, and yeah. I mean, this one's probably old too. You can tell that it, at one point wasn't as nice, and they just painted the crap out of this thing. I mean, it's like you can hear it in the. I mean, everything's just, you know, but it's refurbished. You know, the whole thing's refurbished, and if you look under there, it's got decent tires. This hub right there is brand new with shoes. It's literally got 8 brand new rubber tires. So that's nice. When you go to pick them up, sometimes they've got some pretty crappy tires. Hubs aren't even leaking. Look at that. So, yeah, there's my pickup. So yeah, I'm gonna get these other ones done. That way, people can see where I'm going. I'll be right back. Well, this is exactly what you don't want to see. Looks like at some point, these wires had to be, you know, spliced together. This is the alternative. Other than those crimps, what I was talking about. Looks like someone not very qualified. I'm not saying I am qualified, but geez. Look at this, you can see all the corroded wire in there. At least I think you can, maybe you can't. Yeah, look at all that. So, probably gonna have to, I don't even know. I don't know if I should just, honestly, I'll probably just chop it all here because I've got enough, you know. This one over here, when I just finished, sorry, it's wrong. This one right here did not have much slack to work with, so that one's gonna be a little tough. But this one is gonna have more room. So yeah, I'll definitely probably just cut it here. Makes me a little worried to pop open this one. Let's do it. Who put this in? Paul Bunyan. Oh! All right, cool, lots of slack. Nothing crazy except it. Jeez, this thing's a rust bucket. Oh man. Yeah, I wonder what used to be here. Cool. Anybody want some free old on their way out halogen lights? Free. Come pick them up. While I've got it all out, I'm gonna go ahead and also switch out these. So at one point, I noticed, I think it was like my brake was going out or something like that. Like they were real spotty on when they wanted to work. And so I went in and I forget how I did it or why I did it. I like drilled one of the turns out. I drilled these other two and I basically just swapped them around to see, like I took oh, that's what it was. My turn signals weren't working, but my brakes were. It just happened to be that one of the lights went out and the other one, or something like that. So I took one off to test, and then that's the one I replaced. And so this one's still good. That's why I put it back on, blah, 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 blah. But I haven't used this trailer in like 4 or 5 months. So I'm assuming maybe this one by now is going out as well, or it's on its way out. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead. This one's a different brand. This one's not the same as this one. I know they probably look similar, but if you were here in person, you'd probably tell this one's made out of painted plastic. This one, made out of a thin alloy metal or whatever. That one, the switch is just, or the wires are just wired right into the back, and this one's got a switch, like a plug, I mean, not a switch. Let me see if I can get it off. Ugh. So this one here, what's good about it, this is the Nilight. I'll have a different link in the description for that, but this is the Nilight. And you may wonder, I mean, what's the real benefit? So if this one, you know, eventually goes out, instead of having to rewire it like I will with this one, if this one goes out, I'll just be able to undo the plug and plug it right back in. This is what I meant by the old. This is the old one, or not the old one, the cheap one. It just comes wired right in. Nothing you can do about it. Also, I don't know why they put so much effort into making this look good. Will not ever matter, but yep. So I would say, I think it was about twice the price for this one. This one is it's bright-ish, maybe, but this one right here, I tell you, literally yesterday, I was going down the road and I saw that someone had some. Guaranteed it was this brand because they were bright. So if it's a trailer you don't really care about, go with these. If it's one that's yours and you're going to be running it for hopefully as long as you can, these Nilight, they make all kinds of LED bars and stoplights, not stoplights, gosh, I keep saying that. You know, stop lamps and whatnot. I've gotten couple LED bar, like I have two LEDs on the back of my cab for backing in if I want to turn them on, or whenever I'm going around in turns. If it's a really wide turn that I need to make at nighttime and I want to see if the trailer is going to take out a pole or something, I flick it on. I've got it on a switch, and so it kind of illuminates the side of the trailer. And then I've got one down as the reverse light. So the Volvos come with like just a little dim like reverse light. Pretty sure you probably have to have one. And I cut the wires. It was just, you know, hot and ground, and put it in a LED bar, just, you know, about that long. And so every time I put it in reverse, it illuminates everything behind me. So that way I don't have to hit the switch. I could just hit the switch, but you know, I had extra time the other day, and Nilight stuff is so cheap and works so good. I'm like, hey, I'll do it. I was sitting on the dock. Maybe I'll go show you that in a second. To this. This is the Volvo going through its lights tests. Bada bing, LED. License plate light works. Brake. Turn. That's how it sits. It's like really bright right now, so can't tell, but yeah, not stealable, very visible. Bada bing.